Aquarius, and welcome to the second part of your reading where we're going to clarify with the little travel pack and see what's happening. I think in the first video we were talking about the fact that on your spiritual path, stay true to who you are, where you're going. Don't try and get lost in those the negative side of life. If you do, you risk to deviate from your path and lose things within your path. On the physical front, we were talking about starting that new journey and being aware that you need to adapt your physical world, so that could be your job and everything like that, so you actually fall in love with what you do. And it might mean that there may be moments where you got that tower moment, which I said was the most important card, but anyway, I'm going far too into it. I've got to keep it simple, apparently. I waffle on too much. If you don't like me waffling, tell me in the comments. It's not a problem. Just comment down below, just sort of saying, shut up, Tom, and get on with it. Right. So let's just do on the spiritual front. Let's just see how these cards sort of connect together. And see what maybe this moon energy and these Nine of Swords are trying to influence. So they're trying to say, stay within your knowledge. Don't get lost on paths with it. When you're going through that mist and you can see the path before you, try and work it out according to what you know from what you've lived in life, and then adapt it to the situation that you're living in front of you. So you'll learn a lot more about the hidden energies of life. That's maybe what the universe is trying to encourage you to learn about. Learn about those hidden energies, about those subtle things that people say, do, the coincidences, the little things in life that make you spiritually aware that you're part of something that's much bigger than us. And liberate, her judgment upon herself. I think, it's not female it's not gender specific, but her judgment upon herself is actually released herself. And that's what I mean about concentrating on the silver linings, realizing that we're not all perfect, that we can get it wrong. It's no worries. And the best thing is when you do get it wrong, you're actually learning a lot. That's the good thing about it. So once you realize that, and you realize that, I got that the wrong way around, I should adapt my life accordingly, but staying true to myself, then you will liberate yourself from all of those worries. And as I was saying in the first videos, you would have seen, those silver linings are really important. Carrying too much. Okay, so that may well be it. So you could be a case of just carrying too much weight of other people and etc. Stop it. Only carry your baggage. If everyone carried their own baggage, no one will be overweighted. And if someone is overweight, not physically, but overweight emotionally, if someone is overweight, then they've obviously got work to do. And you can help them with that work, but don't help them with that work doesn't necessarily mean picking up their bags and carrying them for them. And that journey is coming to an end. I think you're realizing that this week. And I think that's what that hidden energies is all about. And that Nine of Swords is all about. You're realizing not to carry all of that sort of stuff going on. And you're going to have to walk away from something. And you're going to have to be strong. The Ten of Swords. People say it's not very nice. It's a very painful card of walking away from something, that something's come to an end, and it might have been quite painful. But at the same time, if you stay true to yourself, don't forget, this is the end of that journey. So it's the end of that pain. That's the best thing. And you're moving on to something else. And it is coming from within you. You're carrying too much. And if people can't understand that, then it's going to be painful for everyone concerned. But, carry your own weight and you be sure about yourself. Let's go on the physical side. Let's see what's happening on this side. Falling in love with yourself with that Lover's card of what you actually physically do in this world. So let's just see, what that will sort of like be a little bit more sort of conservative of how you put things out. There you go. The Emperor. So standing in your power, knowing who you are, delegating. That's what it's asking you to do. If you're going to put your money into something, make sure it's working for you. That's what it's sort of saying for you. Yeah. Okay. You have everything within you at your grasp. That's what she's talk about silver linings. There you go. That comes back up. So if you realize you've got that silver lining within you, you'll realize on your physical path at least, you'll have everything at your fingertips, everything you need in the material world, because she is the Nine of Pentacles. It's the starting, it's almost coming like everything is ready to start that journey. The fruits are ready. And that's where the Death card comes into play, and the Page of Pentacles of starting that journey. Yeah? Three of Pentacles. You know, look at, I don't know if you can see him, but he looks chuffed to bits standing on top of that. And that is basically the representative of the Three of Pentacles, because he's the one dressed in green, while these two here are pretty similar in colour. And it's like you should be happy to work with other people. That's what it's all about. And they're doing a really nice tapestry together, but they're all bringing together something from within them. So working with other people could be really good for you. And this could be that new journey of starting a business, starting a project, starting a new job with someone, or with a group, with a firm or something like that. Or even just moving into a commune or something like that. It could be as simple as that, you know, physically moving on. And then you've got the Ten of Pentacles. So in this new journey, of this start of this new journey, this is it. You know, you've got community, you've got kids, you've got dogs, you've got the whole shooting match. And that is that being wise of how you invest your time, money, and everything like that into your physical path. And it could be a case of, yeah, just kind of saying, you know, I'm really happy to start this journey and be in this community. And this community could be your job, could be your business and everything like that. Let's see all this connects with what I thought was the important card, which was the Tower card, and see how that sort of plays out for you going through with the moon. So it's reflecting from the bottom. You've certainly, on the spiritual side, it's almost as if you're looking into a mirror, and you're looking into a life, but you're not looking into life, you're looking into a mirror of your life. So therefore you're actually then constantly reflecting it back upon you. And these hidden energies, it may be a fact that because you're looking into the mirror and you're not looking behind the mirror or behind the curtain, that you can't see what's happening. And maybe it's asking you with that King of Swords that we showed earlier on, to actually sort of keep your cap, you know, but have that overview and understand that someone could be, you know, or something or a situation could be coming into that causes you a bit of a tower moment. And you may not see it coming, you know, and I think it's more coming at the end of the week. Yeah. Three of Wands. So Three of Wands, she's got she or he, doesn't matter, it's not gender specific, has got like the surfboard tucked under their arm, and they're willing to go on that journey and take the risk of surfing. You know, they've marked out their territory with their or where land is. So when they're out at sea, they can see where they've come from, and they're going on that journey, yeah, towards something. And it could be like a breaking wave, which is a bit of a tower moment, where you take a wave that's way too big and it just blows you out, and you just kind of go, yeah, do you know what I mean? That was a bit of a tower moment. You bit off more than you can chew. I don't think it's the case for you, but what it's sort of saying here, that tower moment is kind of something comes in and sort of says, you know, you lose your job. But yeah, that's like a nightmare, can be a real nightmare. But also at the same time, this is the silver lining, it could be a case of, okay, I've lost my job, and that frees me up. I can do loads of stuff, other stuff. You know, it doesn't have to be a negative way of having things happening. Yeah? Let's just see how this energy flows through you and through that King of Cups that wants to so desperately go on that journey of love and discovery, and discovering that sentiment of being with other people, because he's presenting those flowers to someone. He hasn't received them, you know, and he's got that hat in his hand. It's almost like sort of, wherever lay my hat is where my home is, you know. And he's taken a picnic, his horse is ready, he's tied to his horse, he's tied to the journey, and the white horse symbolizes the earth energies or the spiritual energies that are coming through it. And, you know, that horse is dressed, ready to go, but at the same time, he's got a picnic. He can be easy where he is, yeah? And that horse will still be waiting there, ready for him to rock and roll anytime he likes. Yeah. So let's see what the energy that is flowing through you, flowing into the week afterwards. Okay, so what's coming up at the beginning of the week, and I think this is tied into the moon and the Nine of Swords, is basically putting in healthy boundaries. And sort of, she's standing there with that light to sort of say, this is me and this is where I am. Yeah. If you cross those boundaries, that boundary there, realize you've come into my space. And when you're coming into my space, this is how I do things. If not, we can have a very nice chat across the boundaries and still be absolutely brilliant friends. But, you know, it's each to their own. Each to their own. And yeah, not everyone is your twin flame. Get over it. Okay? But, so she's got those healthy boundaries, and I think they're tied to the spiritual, the physical sort of side. If you put in those healthy boundaries, when you notice people are crossing the line spiritually or emotionally and stuff like that, then it will protect your physical side. Yeah. So we got the Three of Cups as well. And so it's leading you. I think this Tower moment is more a case of getting rid of the dead wood. And when you get rid of that dead wood, all of a sudden you're going to have a lot more space coming up for the coming week after that. Let's just pull a couple of cards just to see what the following week could sort of pertain to us. Seven of Wands, knowing your power and your strength. This is what you're going to be learning this week and putting it into practice the following week. And manifesting with that Magician card there, manifesting that new path. Looks really good for you, Aquarius. Really like it. Keep an eye out on Somatic TV for all the element updates of what's working with the sun and how the vibration is affecting the earth and therefore affecting you and therefore affecting this tower reading. We've been mainly having coronal holes and filament energy, so that's water and earth. And you do have a lot of water in you, Aquarius. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 elements of water. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 elements of air. So it's very tight, so it may be trying your emotions a little bit. So there you go. I hope you did enjoy it. If you want a personal reading, do contact me. There's no problem. I can do that. And we can get into a lot more specifics about your human rhythm and all the elements, your solar rhythms as well. And it will give you a lot more, very much more of a clearer idea of what is going forward. If you want a personal reading, there is a link in the description below where you can book up online. Okay, I don't send out emails, so, just in case. Okay, so in the meantime, Aquarius, don't forget, life should be fun, so please do enjoy.